Folks, Warzone Mobile has released. Is it good? Does it suck? Is it okay? Is it anything on the spectrum of good or bad? Honestly, I really don't know. Let's go back in time a little bit, shall we? Warzone 2 drops. It sucks. They kept up Warzone 1 for a little while with Caldera. They kept it up there. They took away the store. They said, no, we don't want to monetize this anymore because we have Warzone 2 now. And I think they assumed that a lot of people would go and play Warzone 2. And when they didn't, that's when they said, okay, we need to shut down Warzone 1 and try and push those people to Warzone 2. I don't know if it really happened. I would like to say that it didn't. Just because they're very different games, and I don't think that someone who loves Warzone 1 is just going to love Warzone 2. I know I didn't. I love Warzone 1. Hated Warzone 2. And now, they're coming back with just sort of like this super just... Like, if you took Warzone 1 and you sort of said, just how about you make it bad and make it look like a 5-year-old just decided to throw together a game for like some sort of first grade project. That's Warzone Mobile. I mean, I'm being a little bit over the top with it, but it's just a bad version of Warzone 1. That's all it is. With, you know, guns that you don't want to use anymore because they're not from Warzone 1. They're like Warzone 3 guns and Verdansk, and it just looks bad. It feels bad. I understand there are some people who love the touch controls for some reason. It is some of the most awkward maneuvering that you can do. It's awful. The controls, I just don't understand. And then how when you're on just the touch screen, how you can have it automatically shoot when you go over someone. I mean, it's sort of a weird mechanic to throw in. But it's because the controls are so awkward that they're like, oh yeah, if you want to actually try and aim and shoot at the same time, it's almost impossible. So we have to throw in this mechanic to allow you to just automatically shoot when you're aiming at somebody. The entire game just feels like it's a mess. You have to play a few games. You sort of carried through by a teammate in the first game that you play. And then the second game is a trios game, and it's a thing. And then you get thrown into Verdansk with whatever. And, I mean, it's just not fun. Like, it's kind of okay to go back and see Verdansk again, but it's not really Verdansk. It's like now what our memories, I think, of Verdansk are if you haven't looked at Verdansk since it left. Because as the memories fade, they become Warzone Mobile. You know, like when you start forgetting, like, what faces look like, or you forget the specific color of a wall or something like that. That is Warzone Mobile compared to actual Warzone 1. You don't have the same guns. You don't have the same anything, really. You don't have... It's just so... It's fundamentally different. The games take like 10 minutes, maybe. I don't even really know. Like, I played a few games and it was like 10 minutes. The final game that I play in this video, I'm gonna stop talking at some point and just sort of let it play to the end. But the final game that I play, I think it's my first game against real people. And I left the gulag with 10 people left and just floated down until I was in the final 3. I get the feeling that it is a bunch of children. More so even than normal Warzone. I say that because we have the iPad generation now. We have kids who have been using a touchscreen and they're just an absolute menace on the iPad, I tell you what. And they're just blah, 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 and they've heard about Warzone, they have an iPad, they probably have like their parents' card hooked up to the iPad, and they just download Warzone because they know now it's on there. That also, I think, was Call of Duty's motivation to create this game, because they know that you're going to have a bunch of children who aren't spending their own money in the game, and they have the store there, and they have everything, and once the credit card is hooked up and tied to the iPad, it's boom. It's easy to throw it down there. And it's just sort of sad to see. I mean, like, why did we have to lose Warzone 1 for them to only just say, we're going to make it worse and just throw it out to children? Or whoever else is going to be playing Warzone on a phone or an iPad or whatever other mobile device you may have. And then the option to play with a controller is a little, I don't know if it's weird is the right word or what it is, but it's just not very comfortable. It's kind of, I just don't like it. The fact that you can't customize the button layout, which, I don't know, it's weird. Just everything about this is kind of, it neither meets nor exceeds my expectations, which I guess means it just doesn't meet my expectations. Or my hopes. I had hoped maybe that it would surprise me. I was kind of excited to try it out, and then I actually tried it out, and no, I'm not excited at all anymore. I might go back and play it. I don't really know. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, do I want to go back and play it because I want to play in Verdansk? Sure, maybe I do. But it looks so bad. It plays so bad. It feels so bad. Just why? I would love to play Warzone 1 Verdansk again. But I guess Activision thought, let's throw it on mobile. Let's make it look worse. Let's make it play worse. Let's make everything about it worse. And you can play it while you're taking a poop. I guess that's the number one thing about it, is you can poop and play Warzone at the exact same time. Say you're at work, and you're like, man, that bean burrito at lunch is not doing me too well. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna, use the restroom. You're in there, you're like, let me just hop on and just stomp some kids in Warzone real quick. And you will literally just be thrown down against some kids, because they're probably sitting in study hall. Well, they don't even have study hall yet, probably at that age they're playing. So they're in, like, I don't know, like handwriting class or something, and they're like, oh, I have to, I don't know, like I'm sick, who knows what they're doing, but they're playing Warzone. So yeah, let me know what you think. I don't even know. I'm just kind of throwing out my first random thoughts about the game out there, but let me know if there are any like actual mobile players out there. Please let me know what the appeal is, because I feel like the main Call of Duty base is on console, and now it has grown to PC. But to now say that, and I know Call of Duty Mobile's been around for a long time, but to now sort of be like, hey, we're bringing mobile in to the community. Ugh, I don't want to seem platformist, or whatever the correct term would be. Like, I don't want to include some sort of platform. I just don't think that we should have dumbed down Warzone 1 to make it playable on the phones that parents throw in front of children so that they don't bother them. The phones have been babysitters for a long time now, and now they're like, hey, put Warzone on those phones, because we're here, guys. I don't know, like, that's what hits me right away. Because they had the bed sheets, the Warzone bed sheets. Who over the age of 12 is buying Warzone bed sheets? Nobody, okay? It's just, it rubs me the wrong way. But anyway, let me know what you think about Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Seems to be a controversial thing right now. It doesn't seem like a lot of people really enjoy it. Everything about it's weird. They should have just kept Warzone 1. They didn't need to get rid of it. It's literally just a better version of Warzone Mobile now. And, yeah, they should have just kept the store. Keep the store in Warzone 1, and you don't have to create Warzone Mobile. Even though they didn't create it, they just made it worse. So, I don't know. There's a weird tutorial in the beginning that is just like, walk a little ways, and then, it's dumb. Like the video if you... I don't even know. Like, just like the video. I don't know. Like, if you enjoyed, I don't know how much enjoyment there is in this. This is just my little opinion here. But, dislike it if you hate my opinion, I guess. And you hate, and you dislike it if you absolutely love Warzone Mobile. And like it if you don't much care for it. Enjoy the rest of the video here. Yeah, it's just some more gameplay. Maybe see a little bit more of what Verdansk on Warzone Mobile has to offer. And I will talk to you later. Have a fantastic day.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. up, soldier. Win here and you return to the front line. But if you lose, you're done. Back to the front line. You've earned it. 10 remaining. Keep it up. Fighting's done. The area's cleared out. Gas is closing in. Only 5 left.